your season. Obviously, it didn't go the way you had hoped. You got off to such a great start. You guys were playing well. What happened? What happened in that Tampa game? Because up until then, Drew got injured. We'll talk about Drew a little bit. But up until then, you had guys that were playing really well. You got Tampa. You had blown them out. You had beaten them both times. The second time, you had dismantled, completely taken them apart, and you get them back in your building for the divisional round. What went wrong?
Man, I think, and you know more than anyone, Shannon, I think when one team is more prepared than the other, I mean, it's kind of like, what can you do? We came in, we felt good. And, everybody talks about, it's hard to beat a team. It's already hard to beat a team once. It's hard to beat a team. It's hard to beat a team twice. It's almost impossible to beat a team 3 times, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't think we were really concerned with that. It's just, man, like, I couldn't even tell you, man. We felt good and we thought we were prepared, and it just turned out that they were more prepared than us, and I guess they had a better plan and I guess knew what they were doing in that instance.
You said better prepared. You guys, Sean Payton is as good as it comes to X's and O's offensively. Yep. You guys, you do what you do. You try to push the ball down the field. You get play action. They try to get you in space on those linebackers. What was so different? Because, obviously, and I've always felt this way, Alvin, I've always felt the team that lost has an advantage over the team that won, because their coaches can tell them, well, see, this is why we lost the game. Yeah. But when you win, what do you correct? We scored 38. We went up and down the field. We blew them out. So what actually are we correcting? And sometimes I think the winning teams, you take that for granted. We're going to show, we just got their number. And the team that lost, like, no, you don't. We just make a correction here or there, and then you get that outcome.
Yeah, shoot. For one, it wasn't a slouch that we lost to. Those guys over there. They
did win the Super Bowl.
Exactly. Especially, Bruce and Tom and those guys. They definitely professionals in their own right. And they, like you said, when the team loses, you go back in that room and it's dark and you figuring it out. Like, why did we lose, and how can we prevent losing again? And I think they figured out what it was and kind of just, they just went all in.
Bucs defense. How good was the Bucs defense the third time around as opposed to the first 2 times around?
Yeah, Shan, they was tired of getting their ass whooped. Literally, they were tired of getting their ass whooped, and they played like it. They played like a defense that was like, hey, we talked about this all week, and we talked about not letting it happen. It's not going to happen. Respect to those dudes, because it wasn't like they were sorry the first 2 times we played them. We just had we had their number. But that third time around, they made sure, they were like, yo, everything that they were doing to us before is not going to happen again. And they had a plan and they executed it. It was about execution with them, and they executed their plan to a T.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button to become an official member of Club Shay Shay, where we always do something before 2 something.